everyone. I am currently on my way home from work. Thank goodness I have the next 5 days off. And I actually ended up not putting my 2 weeks in because my supervisor decided that he was going to keep accusing me of doing things that I wasn't doing. So basically we have these like trainings we have to complete. Also, it's raining, by the way. Like, my whole mood is just off right now because I had a really aggravating call with a customer who I was trying to assist with the website. This man didn't follow directions and literally had to repeat everything I had just told him. He also didn't speak English, and there was an interpreter on the line, and he was older. So it was just, everything was a hot mess. I was on the phone with him for like a good over 30 minutes, basically. Almost 45 probably, because I had like 3 different interpreters for the same call. It was just a hot mess. Anyways, I was aggravated after that, and it's raining. But today my manager decides to Skype me, and he was like, "You have been watching YouTube videos and not doing your trainings, blah 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 blah," because we have these trainings that we're required to complete them, but then instead of letting us actually take the time during our workday to complete them, they try to tell us, well, do it while you're doing your work. And let me just tell you, there's like literally no way to complete a training that requires you to, one, watch a video and take a test while you're on the phone answering calls. So he kept trying to tell me, oh, you can complete it, just do it in between your calls. All of my calls were like 15 minutes long. And there was literally no way. Oh my gosh, these cars aren't gonna freaking let me over, y'all. Let me pay attention to this road. Ugh, I hate being behind trucks. I don't know why these cars are being like this. Anyways, there was no way for me to complete the training, so I let him know, like, this is an 18-minute training it's taking me over 2 hours to complete because you won't let me, use the training. I don't even know how to explain it, because honestly this job treats people like they're idiots or like children who have to be monitored at all times. Anyways, there's a certain like aux you have to go into to take training. They won't let us use that aux to do our trainings. They want us to try to find time to do it in between calls, which on a busy day there's like no way you can complete it, but then you get in trouble if you don't complete your training. And so they want to try to tell people, well, you can do it at home. No, these trainings are a requirement of my job and my ability to do my job, which means that I shouldn't have to do my job when I'm not getting paid. If it is one of my job responsibilities to complete these trainings, then I should be getting paid to complete any trainings. I will not be doing them in my off time, because that is not legally, you can't make someone do training for a job and not pay them. And so that's what they literally are trying to tell me to do. And I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it in my free time. I have other things, better things that I'd rather be doing with my life. So basically this rant is just about my manager accusing me. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's an accident over here. Lord Jesus, thank you. It is not on my side, but I pray that whoever was involved in that accident is okay. Ooh, goodness, that's scary. Oh gosh, it looks bad. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Ooh, that was scary. Good thing it wasn't on my side, but oh, I hate seeing accidents, period. so my manager accused me of not doing my trainings and that I was watching YouTube videos. And I had been watching YouTube videos, which we're allowed to do. Like, literally everybody does it in our free time. If we don't have a call, we can have like a YouTube video playing. And so I had been watching it this morning, and then he had told me something about you needed to do your trainings, which I was like, okay. So then I started doing my trainings and like didn't even open YouTube again until I was on my lunch break. And so I had already been doing the trainings before my lunch break, and they kept getting interrupted by calls. So it literally took me over an hour to watch one 3-minute video, because you can't watch a video and assist a customer on the phone. It's like you can't do it. You can't pay attention to both of those things at once. So I let him know, like, it's taking me almost 2 hours just to complete this 18-minute training, because I have to keep pausing to take calls, because he was going to try to, I guess, let me use one of the ops to do the training. And then I get a Skype from him talking about you need to stop watching YouTube videos. I hear you watching YouTube videos and you haven't completed your training. And so I was just like, what are you talking about? I've been doing the training since before I went on lunch. And I said, you can review my computer history, because keep in mind, they literally monitor and record everything we do on our computer, on the phone, like everything. I'm like, you can literally look back and watch the history of my account and watch me every time I'm about to get on the training. I play like 3 seconds and I'm getting another call. So I'm like, don't sit here and try to accuse me of doing something I'm not supposed to be doing when you literally have no proof other than, and he does this with so many things. Like, he will tell me I'm doing something suspicious when I'm not. Like, he literally is just always looking for me to do something wrong, or trying to accuse me of doing something that's not in the policy or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm so tired of this man. And then he had the audacity to like tell me I did one of my calls really well, or I did well on really one of my calls. I'm like, I know I do well on my calls. Most of my calls grades have been 100, which apparently is rare. And the people who grade my calls, like, I have well over, you have to have like an average of a 90 for the calls that the supervisors grade, and my average is like a 96. So I've been doing well on my calls. I'm like, I feel like he thinks I'm dumb. Like, he really just thinks I'm dumb and stupid and can't understand certain things. And that's been an issue I've had with him since literally my first day, because he insulted my intelligence the first day when I asked him for help about an issue, and he wants to yell at me for something I never even did, that he just assumed. Again, he assumes I do stuff, yells at me, gets frustrated about it, and then will apologize after he realizes that I didn't do the things that he's saying I did. So I was just like, ugh. I've just been so frustrated at this job, and I was gonna be nice and put in a 2 weeks notice today and let them know my last day is gonna be the 7th, but at this point I'm just feel like being petty, and so I'm just gonna call in my last day and say I quit, because none of these people treat me right. They always are accusing me of doing something I'm not. They are monitoring me like a child, and this isn't a job I really care to even have on my resume at this point. And I made sure I worked here at least 3 months so I can include it on my resume. But yeah, that's just like really all I can say about my experiences. Just keep getting worse. Like, I don't appreciate people accusing me of some sort of wrongdoing when I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm literally trying to do the trainings like you asked, and you're gonna sit here and accuse me of watching YouTube videos because you heard words from the training videos on my computer. And he like didn't even respond when I told him that. I was like, look, I've been doing the trainings like you asked. I was watching a YouTube video during my unpaid break And he knows he can't tell me that I'm not able to watch a YouTube video during my unpaid break, because he probably wants to tell me, well, during your break you can do your trainings. And like, no, you can't. They know they can't technically force you to do the trainings in your free time. So that's why he didn't try me with that one, but he really tried it with everything else he did today. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just let him think I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm like, I know I'm not. And they be sending these emails to me daily about your adherence is low, you take long bathroom breaks, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, look, if I have to use the bathroom, I have to use the bathroom. It's not my fault that you guys monitor our bathroom breaks like a hawk. Like I'm like, I have to pee, I have to pee. If I have to go number 2, I have to go number 2. What you want me to do, suck it in or poop at my station? Like, I don't know what you want from me. But I'm like, that is not something that I can control. And they require you to have a doctor's note in order for you to not get in trouble for them. And I just, my doctor told me like, oh, you might have an overactive bladder, whatever that means. And she wanted to put me on a prescription, but I'm like, I don't want to take prescriptions for going to the bathroom. Like, it really doesn't affect me in my personal life. It just affects my job, which I don't even care about this job, and I'm not going to be here for much longer. So I'm like, I'm not going to get this prescription for something that has all these other side effects, and it really shouldn't have even been an issue. I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm yelling over this rain that literally came out of nowhere. Ooh, I am so glad I am out of work right now for the next 5 days. Thank you, Jesus. Anyways, that's the end of my rant / vlog. I was supposed to be vlogging, but I just turned this into another rant because people really be trying me. My boss keeps trying me, and I'm just over it. So I was gonna give you a 2 weeks courtesy notice, and now I'm not. I also thought about even giving him a thank you card for his time and assistance, but that also is probably not gonna happen either. Now I have to try to make a rush inside the house. Oh, let me see if my dad's here. His truck is in the garage, which means I'm about to get drenched in this rainwater. So wish me luck, y'all. And bye.